Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another segment of About Last Nightmare. Now, this is a segment I do with my very good friend Nick, the Last Shoegazer, and we do a two-part review. I take care of the first part, which is the facts and figures, and Nick takes care of the second part, which is our overall rating, our take on the film, and a brief synopsis. Now, last night we checked out Blood Theater. Now, Blood Theater is a 1984 film which runs 75 minutes and is written and directed by Rick Sloane. Now, Rick Sloane is responsible for Hobgoblins 1 and 2, The Visitants, which I'll get to that in a minute, and Vice Academies 1 through 6. Now, this is the Vinegar Syndrome slipcover. If you see underneath, this also has The Visitants. It's a double feature and a reversible slipcover. Now, Nick and I, we're going to do The Visitants next week, but that's probably not going to happen because this is my very first experience with Rick Sloane. Probably be my last. Now, Blood Theater stars Mary Woronov as Miss Blackwell, and she looked very familiar to me. I was going to look up her resume and find out what else she was in, but really didn't care enough to do it. Jenny Cunningham plays Jennifer and Ellen. Jonathan Blakely plays the original owner. And Joanna Fox plays Selena. Now, this is very low budget. Very, very low budget, and really not very good. As far as our rating and everything, I'll let Nick take care of that, but there are some very interesting things with this film. Now, Rick Sloane wanted to cast Dick Miller as the original owner, but when he's aged later on in the movie, if that makes any sense for those of you who've seen it. Rick Sloane used a fake 10-page script to get this movie made. He also came up with this idea when he was in high school and wrote the original script in high school. Now, there's a cheerleader scene in this film that was taken at a high school, and you can pretty much tell it was, and they did that without a permit, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, that is guerrilla filmmaking, definitely. The camera shots that are the tracking shots in the film are actually done with a camera on top of a skateboard. So, gives you any idea what they were actually working with this film. Like I said, this is probably going to be... I probably will watch The Visitants eventually because I did spend money on this Blu-ray, and I would like to get my money's worth. But I think I can only put up with Blood Theater for right now. We're going to probably do something different next week. This was a little bit disappointing, and the worst part is it started with such promise. So, yeah. One of the things you will find if you do watch this film is a lot of the soundtrack sounds like, to me, it was made with a Casio keyboard. It was just dreadful. And actually, one of the actresses in the film, who plays one of the counter girls that serves the popcorn, actually had all of her lines redubbed using a different actress. Every single line in the film. And you can kind of tell it wasn't done terrible, but I just wonder if they really took the time to fix that. Why didn't they take the time to fix the rest of the film? But Whatever. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Definitely check out Nick for part two. This one was a doozy, and we actually had a lot of fun making fun of it. Um, sending sarcastic messages back and forth on Messenger. So we did have a good time, and it definitely made me laugh. I'm not really sure if it was actually supposed to do that. It's not like some of the other films that were actually self-aware. Um, this is just bad. So, but also funny at the same time. So definitely check out Nick, The Last Shoegazer, for About Last Nightmare Part 2. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.